Hello students, now we are going to discuss the last topic as far as your BRM is concerned, which is nothing but the report writing. Till now we came to know actually how to collect the data and how to analyze the data by using various statistical tests and how to extract the information and how to understand about the population. After doing all these activities, the final thing is you need to put all that information in terms of a book, in terms of the presentation, in terms of the valid document. What do you call that? The report writing. Whatever things till now you performed may not be carries that kind of importance unless otherwise if you represent all this information in a understandable manner to the audience, whoever going to focus on your research work. To them, the best available thing is nothing but the report. Understand? Through this report, you are going to give the concerned audience, the people who actually require your research results, to understand about your research, what actually you conducted, what kind of objectives you have proved, what is the legality, what is the kind of data analysis you performed. All these information you are going to provide in terms of a book, what you call a report. So here a book in the sense not what you call whichever way you want, taking out the printout and going for binding that one. You need to follow few rules, few kind of principles. Understand, everybody who sees your report, they should understand the actual essence of your research. So for that one, you need to follow a particular style of writing, particular style of presentation. What you call that? The report writing. In general, a research report is a written document or oral presentation based on a written document that communicates the purpose, scope, objectives, hypothesis, methodology, findings, limitations, and finally recommendations of a research project to others. So this is what actually the definition of a report or else the research report. So either way, the research report is a process of communicating the results of the investigation. Getting my point? That is why report writing has got enormous importance. Though everybody does the research, everybody applies different kinds of statistical tools, but all that work you are going to present in terms of a book, that documented physical information is known as what you call the report. After doing all your project work in your final semester, you are going to give all that information in terms of the report, project report. So every university will have few kinds of norms. You need to follow those norms, otherwise they will not be considered your project report as the valid one. Understand? So report writing means to understand those skills, those principles, how to develop a physical copy of all the efforts, whatever you made to make understand your audience, those skills. Okay. So in general, in any report writing, what do you find? What is a report? The purpose of the research report, the characteristics of a report, the writing process, the type of reports, research report, format, report outline. So these things we are going to discuss now. So what is a report? A report is a written presentation of a factual information based on an investigation or research. You have proved that the Maruti cars are having higher sales compared to any other competitors in the market. How you are going to put that one in terms of the report? What you call that facts, truths. A report form the basis for solving problems or making decisions, often in the subjects of business and sciences. Generally, whether in the academic purpose or else what you call exclusively what you call the to face the market problems, researches will be taking place. Finally, the activities whatever they perform, they submit in terms of what you call a final documentation, authorized documentation. What you call that? You are calling that one as a report. The length of reports varies. There are short type and as well as the long type reports. So short or else the memorandum within 5 pages, within 10 pages, in order to have what call instantaneous information about the research work you are going to submit. What do you call that? Memorandums, memos. And you being the MBA students in the final semester, you are going to submit the project report in terms of 70 pages, 80 pages, a very long report. So based upon the situation, how many types of reports are there? Short reports are there, long reports are there. Understand? Which report is considered as the effective one? Clear, concise and accurate. The information whatever you are going to provide, that should not mislead. So in the marketing kind of problems, if you concern the majority of the vocabulary related to medical sciences or else what called purely physics, chemistry, it leads to what called the confusion. So you need to decide what kind of words should be used, what kind of problem actually we are going to focus on. So the information whatever you are going to be showcased, presented in that report should be pinpointed. That should be accurate enough, easy for the audience to understand. So report's main objective is to understand the what to call the outcome of the entire research. It need not be presented in terms of hi-fi vocabulary, what to call tough terminology. Even a common person also should understand the simple language is essential. I am not speaking about only English, whatever may be the language in which you are going to submit the report. But that information should be understood by what we call the audience. Audience means whoever refers your report. So appropriate for the audience. This is very, very important point. Generally, the research reports which are meant for business problems. Let us take what we call HR problems would be there. Suddenly the employees will be what we call starting bunking the offices. So being the employer, they needs to what we call identify what is the actual reason. Comforts are not good. Is there any work pressure? Are the amenities or else the perks whatever the company is going to provide are not satisfying the employees? So many problems would be there. So there, that kind of reports are going to be, referred by the people who are related to business. So those kinds of reports generally will not be referred by the people who are belonging to pure sciences like medical sciences, space research. That's why the reports should be appropriately presented to the appropriate audience. Well organized with clear section headings. This is also very, very important. Without appropriate headings, side headings, fonts, understand standard font sizes like 12 will be there for the matter. For the side headings, 14 size, the font size like 16 would be there for main headings. Such a way, if not presented in an organized manner, the very purpose of the research report is not going to be fulfilled. Hence, it is advised. So, while preparing the final report, that should be well organized with clearly mentioned headings, section headings, units, sub chapters, page numbers. Understand? All these are all very, very important. Then only that kind of report is considered as a good report, effective report. What is the actual purpose of the research report? It is formal statement of the research process and its results. So in any report, what actually you are going to provide, what you did regarding a problem. Understand? So for example, let us take one more business example, like marketing. So as you all know that in the festive season, the sales would be there, especially few kinds of groceries. In terms of what called the grocery supplies, also few established brands are there. Let us suppose that those branded grocery items also may not be doing wanted kind of business. Why? What is the reason? Is there any problem with the supply chain? Is there any what you call variation as far as what you call the price of the products are concerned? Understand? Quality kind of problems are there. So to have this all what you called research information and finally presenting the results. That is what actually a research report means. It narrates the problem studied, method used for studying it, the findings and the conclusions of the study. So it's like a storytelling. So from the beginning to end, what you did, all the things you are going to, pin to pin, ABC, from A to Z you are explaining in the report. So what are the characteristics of a report? It is narrative but authoritative document on the outcome of the research effort. So narrative means it's like a storytelling, but it is authoritative means all the facts are based upon what we call the data collected with a supporting what we called documents. It presents highly specific information for a clearly designated audience. So every research has got its own audiences, designated audience. So concerning their problem, focusing on that problem only the research work will be conducted and that entire activities will be presented in terms of a report. It is non-persuasive as a form of communication. But here, while presenting the report, one need not to be persuaded, pressurized to accept blindfoldedly the results whatever has been established. So, any report is not a persuasive type, only it's a communication. Yes, we did this one. We are just informing the results whatever we got from the data. Justification should be done by the designated audience, the concerned people. It is simple, readable and accurate form of the communication. So long, extensive sentences will not be there. Tough, terminology will not be used. So entire information, whatever has been provided in the report should be specific to the point and straightforward. So if any report follows these kinds of characteristics, you call that one as a good report. This is the broad process of what we call writing any report. So before that, what is that? The first thing is planning. How to present all the information, whatever we did. So generally for the students, what I suggest before starting any kind of project, I ask them to maintain a daily diary. So taking the notes and putting the regularly day on the day what you did. So point wise, if every day if you are mentioning whatever activities you performed, about the data collection, about the discussions, about the information referred in few textbooks, audio kind of material, whatever you heard, all that information if you provide for all those 45 days, whatever activities you performed, nothing but it's a kind of ground preparation. Again, all what you call observing that information, yourself going to decide which is relevant to the actual report formation, which is irrelevant. So what you call these things? Brainstorm. So planning, under planning, what do you get here? Brainstorm, make an outline or a graphic organizer. The next one is a drafting. This is very, very important. So sometimes if you go back few generations, at that time through the handwriting also reports used to be produced. But nowadays what is happening? Sophisticated softwares are there. MS Word is there. So we need to get acquaintance with that what you call softwares, how to put all that information. So write a rough draft and organization in terms of the chapters. The next one is revising, refining word choice, reorganizing paragraphs, all these things. Because right from the first sentence to the end, every information is interlinked. The concentration should not be deviated of the audiences. Hence, so every paragraph, every sentence is going to be more important. If concerned changes have been taken place, again, what is that step is important? Rewrite. Again, for editing, if at all any spell mistakes are there, uneven information is available. And also, peer editing means showcasing these results, showcasing this what you call physical format to the known people, experts in that particular area, with the teachers, with the friends, whatever maybe, what you call this, peer editing. And finally, going for publishing or submission. So in this stage, what you are doing, you are getting binded all the pages and you are giving the hard copy to the department. But generally outside, big authors will be there, they go for hiring a publisher. So these are the various steps for what you call report writing. Now we discuss various types of reports, isn't it? Like technical reports are there, popular reports are there, interim reports are there, summary reports are there, research abstract, research article, contractual reports, project reports, evaluation reports, annual report. These are all different types of the reports. The technical report or else the thesis. Generally, the students in the PhD level, so after post-graduation, they perform research work, what to call that? The PhD. So all the research work they carried out for 3 years, 5 years, they produce in terms of a book, what you call that thesis, which you are calling as a technical report. Generally, the technical report is a very long report. You find 300, 400 pages of information also. If time permits, you go to university library and you see the past PhD theses of students. You will come to know how much effort they put forth, understand, hard work, dedication for 3 to 4 years to get that doctorate degree. So what do you find generally in these kinds of technical reports, theses? So you find the statement of the problem, objectives, methods, techniques, sampling field, and findings, conclusions, suggestions. Same way, the activities you are performing in your semester 4, but a little bit what you called minimized way, in a low scale. Understand? Within 45 days you are going to do this student project. But as far as the PhD thesis is concerned, 3 years, 4 years, and few people are there, they carry forward their research for a decade also. Understand? So what you call them technical reports or thesis. The next one is the popular reports. So these are meant for executives, administrators and other non-technical users. Generally, the style will be journalistic style. What is journalistic style? Storytelling would be there. Crisp sentences formation would be there. Using anecdotes would be there timely to create the interest. Such a way of giving information is called journalistic style. So what is that? This type of report is designated for an audience of executives, administrators and other non-technical users. The reader is less concerned with the methodological details but more interested in studying quickly the major findings and the conclusions. So generally popular reports are meant for in a short time to get to understand the results whatever proved and if possible implement those results. The next one is the interim report. Interim, the name itself indicating whenever the big activities are going on, whenever the much more time waste is going on. Generally in the government sector you will be observing committees they form. So those committees will be getting the information for years together. Then immediately courts, Supreme Court, High Court, they ask to concern committee to submit the interim report. Till the date, whatever they collected about that information, whatever findings they actually proved. Such a kind of information what you are calling as the interim report. So narration of what has been done so far and what were its outcome. It facilitates the sponsoring agency to take action without waiting for the full report. So what you call that interim report. Summary report. A summary report is generally prepared for the consumption of the lay audience, namely the general public. That means summary report is actually meant for to make understand the not specific audience, for the general people. The preparation of this type of report is desirable for any study whose findings are of general interest. So generally the summary reports would be non-technical language with a liberal use of pictorial charts. So generally summary reports would be in 2 or 3 pages. The best example for summary reports are the articles whatever we get in the daily newspapers. Understand? I suggest to you, if you want to expert in any field, so reading those kinds of articles are very, very important. Research abstract. This is a very, very frequent word. So about the research, whatever you are going to taking up, putting in a short sentences in a few paragraphs, that research abstract. So short summary of the technical report. It is usually prepared by a doctoral student before submitting his thesis. So actually the abstract they are going to present to the universities to get their permission. Even sometimes universities if they want to get correct all these theses, they send these abstracts to the concerned examiner. So examiners will be not having much more time. So through the abstract they come to know what kind of research has been done. Based upon that they ask for the report to send it to them to cover evaluation. Understand? So what you call that? Research abstract. So research article. So specialized journals would be there. So generally in academic purpose, publishing research articles are so important. So you will be finding Journal of Marketing, Journal of Finance, isn't it? There are so many standard journals are there. So whatever articles, whatever information you find there, what you call that, the research article. So a research article actually based upon a particular problem related to that particular area of research, like management articles would be there. In terms of if you take the chemistry, pure chemistry related articles would be there. Medical sciences articles would be there. So how the format logically organized, progressing from statement of the problem and the purpose of the study through the analysis of evidence to the conclusion and implications. So one more is the contractual reports. So these actually meant for accountability and performance assessment process. The key purpose of performance reporting and monitoring is to keep people focused on desired change and to help them decide what else needs to be done. This is one more kind of a report. And project reports. So project reports should provide detail on the overall project at the point of completion. So they should be written in a way that enables the reader to assess the quality and importance of the information with aim of persuading the reader to agree with the conclusions and the recommendations. So whatever activities you perform, you are going to present. So evaluation means correction. So evaluation reports are normally prepared at the midpoint or at the end of a project program. So evaluation in the sense, generally the bankers, the financial organizations, if they want to release any kinds of funds, they want to have evaluation reports regarding that projects. They generally cover most of, not all evaluation indicators, including the relevance, efficiency, effectiveness, impact and sustainability of the project or program. Annual report. Generally, the companies will produce these kinds of reports. So during the financial year, they actually express the health or wellness of the company. Based upon the annual reports only, the investors are going to invest their money. They are going to purchase those respective company shares. How a research report format would be there. So various side headings would be there. The broad category of the side headings are like this. So what is that? A technical report, a thesis has a number of clearly defined sections, while the headings of the sections and their order may vary from one situation to another. The following is suggested as a broad sequence of contents of the research report. What are those? Like the prefatory items. So in the beginning, these kinds of information one needs to provide in thesis or technical report, like title page. So on the title page, what do you find? The title of the project, and for the purpose of the which organization you are performing that, the date, the emblem, all that information you are going to provide. What to call that? The title page. The next one is the research declaration. The research declaring that this one is a genuine work, not copied, not forged of what to call any other works. So what to call that? The research declaration. The certificate of the research supervisor. So all research works will be undergone under a supervisor. So that supervisor is also going to endorse that this work is a genuine work. What to call that? The certificate of the research supervisor. The next one is the preface and as well as acknowledgements. So here actually the researcher going to thank all the people who helped while conducting this research. If students are there, they thank the heads of the organization, their teachers, their professors, their parents, family members, known persons, organizations, what to call officials. All these people are going to have acknowledgements from that respective research. The table of contents, this is most important. So whatever things you have covered, all that information you are going to provide in terms of the chapters, in terms of the subheadings, in terms of the page numbers. What to call that? The table of contents. If at all exclusively you are mentioning the graphs, other pictures also, you can extend the table of contents in terms of list of tables. As well as if you take statistical tables would be there, like chi-square tables are there, F tables are there, normal tables are there, logarithmic tables would be there. All that information you are going to provide. the list of graphs and charts, and abstract of synopsis. So all this information we are going to provide under the first part of the report, what to call that, prefatory items. Prefatory means before. The next very, very important part of the research report is the body part of the report. So there what do you find? Introduction. So under introduction, what you are going to cover, the theoretical background of the topic, the statement of the problem, review of the literature, the scope of the present study, objectives of the study, hypothesis to be tested, definition of concepts, model if any. So every research will have is what to call the starting point, ending point. What to call that scope. So within the district, within the state, within the country, up to what level the results are going to be applicable. What you call that, mentioning the scope. So what are the objectives finally, what you are going to prove. So what are the reviewed literature based on which actually you got this gap. So all this information you are going to provide under introduction. The next part of the research report is going to be the design of the study. Under you find the methodology, methods of data collection, source of data, sampling plan, data collection instruments, fieldwork, data processing analysis plan, overview of the report, limitations of the study. So all probability samplings are there, non-probability samplings are there, primary data collection methods are there, secondary data collection methods are there, type of questions you framed actually, like closed-end questions are there, open-ended questions are there, isn't it? So all this information we are going to provide under the design of the study. And final one is the results, so under which what you are going to provide findings and discussions. Overall, again you are providing all the information in terms of the summary, what the conclusions you had, and the recommendations, suggestions if you are going to give. That also you are going to provide. And the very, very important aspect is the references and bibliography. What are references? References are nothing but exclusively referred information for conducting this particular research work. Bibliography, what do you find in the bibliography? All the textbooks, all other information, whatever you referred for, performing this particular activity. So generally under reference section, what do you find? So you will be mentioning the reference section, okay? In terms of alphabetical order, first the author's surname will be there in terms of the chronological order. Next the date and the heading and the publisher name, all these are going to be followed. Okay, generally the reference bibliography are going to provide at the end of the project report. And also, if required, the last section of the report is going to be in terms of annexure, or else what we call the appendix. So here also what you find, copies of data collection instruments, technical details of sampling plan, complex tables, glossary of new terms used in the report. So appendix actually that part of the information, if you feel this elevates the research work whatever you conducted, for further, if you require that information is essential, in terms of appendix you can provide that. Let us suppose that you have used binomial distribution. So under appendix you can give the information about the binomial distribution, few kinds of properties like that. So normal distribution information you can provide. If you have used any latest terminology, glossary, isn't it? That information you are going to provide. So all falls under what you call the appendix. Okay. This is an example for the reference. So this is what actually the physical format of what you call the entire report. So what are all the things? Generally the title page would be there, table of contents would be there, okay, acknowledgements, introductory part, references, bibliography, annexure. Understand? So by putting all this in a particular order, you are going to produce a physical report. Well, sometimes what happens based upon the organization, university, few kinds of chapters will be interchanged. Overall way they are going to support the audience to which actually this research report has been targeted. Understand? So this ends entire your BRM syllabus. Okay. So what we had in the what to call syllabus discussed. So we discussed about descriptive statistical methods, like what you call measures of central tendency, measures of what you call dispersion. And next we had a discussion about the probability, Bayes theorem, and as well as the distributions, binomial, Poisson, normal, and fitting of the distributions. And we came to know about the sampling theory, large sample test, small sample test, okay, and ANOVA, chi-square test, right, and correlation, regression, and finally we came to know how to produce all these activities in terms of a book, what you are calling as a report. So this is the end of your entire syllabus. Hope you follow the instructions whatever I provided. Wish you all good luck. Stop here. Thank you so much. God bless you all. Thank you.